to the Valley of the Old Farm, and it's been a double header this week. And we're doing a little baiting contract. So I decided not to do a tutorial this week. That's what today's video would have been. And I didn't fancy playing on Glenlawden or Saxthorpe, so we're here. And yeah, just doing a nice little baiting contract. I do a bit of a Mr. CDP, I will admit. And after this video, I do two more contracts. So in the next video, I will come back and the money will have gone up. Basically, I just felt like playing a bit more farm sim afterwards, but I had done what I wanted to do for the video, and I didn't want to record anymore, so I'd actually edited the draft video. So the way I make these videos is I play and record, as you guys know, and then I take that footage and I throw it into DaVinci Resolve and I render a low quality one, which is what I'm watching at the moment as I talk to you. So I've done all of that bit except the talking, and I should have recorded the Glenlawden video then, or Monday. Should have done that by now, but I haven't. But I fancy playing some more farm sim. So I did another couple of contracts on here off camera. It's good, it gets us some more cash. It's going to put us in a good place for picking up that new tractor that I spoke about next time. So, yeah. It's actually going to give us way more money than I thought to pick up a new tractor, which is going to be cool. So, yeah. And, you know, who doesn't want to drive a Fendt 936 Vario? And I know which one it is, because I've got Simple Inspector running. Because we're on PC. And it's so much better. It's so weird not having Maze Plus. I was getting ready to use the mouse. Like, do I want the conditioner? There's no conditioner. I just get grass. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So I think it's the first time I've used these mowers. I think these are the mowers from the premium edition. They're quite nice. Don't mind them at all. So yeah, that's pretty good. Bit of a weird shape field, but hey, well, not hey, silage. But I'm sorry. Yeah, so we're just going to do this. And yeah, so I didn't feel like making a tutorial this week. I had a bunch of negative comments on tutorials over the weekend. So I don't feel like making any at the moment. And that's that really. There was a variety of people insulting the way that I do things, insulting my integrity, and insulting modders and the way they've done things. And so you won't see those comments. No one will see comments they make anymore. If they're watching this, oh well. Anything they write on the videos now won't show up. They'll just go into the ether that is YouTube. And yeah, that's that really. I don't need them in my life. So, but yeah, it means I'm not making any tutorials this week because I just can't be asked. So they take a fair bit of my brain power to try and help people, and to then be insulted by strangers on the internet for it just doesn't make it worth it. Particularly at the moment because my brain does not feel great. I upped the dose of my migraine medication on Monday, and it is kicking my mental ass. So, yeah. We'll just play with some tractors for a bit. And that's that, really. To be honest, at the moment, it's more rewarding not playing with tractors. The people that watch the not tractor videos are much nicer. So, yeah. Bit of a reality check there. Anyway, that's enough negativity. We'll get on to the positive stuff. Did I mention in the last video, I do really enjoy playing this map. It's so nice. Why? It's actually one of the reasons I played a couple more contracts on here. It's such a nice map. It's kind of disappointing that when you mow this stuff, you don't get anything off it. It's also why I think that even though I've got grazing enabled, the cows aren't grazing. So as much fun as it's going to be, I don't think the sheep are either. The horses appear to have, but I don't think any food's gone in. So anyway, as much fun as it's going to be, I think we're going to have to plough and plant the cow pasture with grass, because I don't want to paint meadow in, because I think it will look a bit pants. The benefit is we can mow it, so there's that. Yeah. So we're probably going to break out that cheaty plough again. I know some of you really loved watching me use the cheaty plough. You're probably going to see that on Saxthorpe as well, because it's appropriate. And it's real. So it does exist. Cheaty ploughs are real. Yeah. And so you'll see now, I have actually changed the time. So we are running on times 10 for most of this video. This is the new thing that I'm doing on here to try and progress through the time. I'm just thinking, I think this is probably the last video in April. I think the next one will be in May. And I'm hoping that we have some jobs to do on the farm. Probably we will be able to get some fur on the wheat field. That needs one more fertilization state. And I think our grass fields might be mowable at that point, and maybe the alfalfa as well. So I screwed up the horses feeding, so they're not doing great. I fed them as if I was playing base game, which is you give them hay and oats and they're good. This map has custom feeding and they need alfalfa hay, or I guess maybe alfalfa silage, I'm not sure, but definitely alfalfa hay. So they're not doing great, and because I filled it and there's only 2, it's going to be a bit of a pain to rebalance unless I take some hay out, which I might end up doing. Basically what I'm doing is every time I go back to the farm, I'm putting a tiny amount of it in, but they're only eating like 40 litres at a time. So yeah, but their health is recovering now, so that's good. Not a problem at this point, because they're too young to do anything, but once they get a bit older, it is more important that they're healthy. So yeah, it means that probably I am going to be getting one of the little HD balers so that we can make small bales to feed them with, so that we can put in very small amounts. It's why that baler exists. It's really good if you're using Maize Plus to feed sheep for a similar reason. So we're going to pick one of those up, I think. I think there might be one in the sale. I'm not sure. Yeah. And maybe a smaller bucket. Well, actually, we can just put a smaller amount in the bucket. But yeah. So I need to scale back how much I feed them, basically, when I next get to feed them. But I think the first step might be to take a bunch of the hay out so we can put some alfalfa hay in, because it's like a third of their feed. And there's no room. So brought over the Fiat just in case I wanted to pick bales up as I was going around. Actually, I managed to get it all done without. I think we needed to deliver 33 for this contract, and they needed to go up to the animal dealer, which is not too far away. So yeah, and this is I really love this spot on the map with the river and stuff. It's yeah, I am going to keep going on about how nice this map is. I'm sorry, it's nice. It's as I've said many times, it's a map I've wanted to play forever, and I'm getting to. And I would like to. So I've had this thing, and again I speak about it in most videos at the moment, of being a bit bored is the right word. Farm sims felt a bit repetitive, and trying to find ways of making it more interesting. Logging has helped. Speeding up the gameplay, I'm hoping, will help. A different map, which is not an English map, is helping. And so I might throw in more on here. We'll see. I'm going to be buying some different kits of what I would normally use on here, hopefully. And I have got some other different ideas that are in the works. Bear with me. I've got 2 actually. And I'm not sure how either of them are going to pan out. So they're both potentially maybe one might start towards the weekend, if not a couple of weeks. I'm not sure. We'll see. Multiplayer should restart at the weekend, depending on if Kartek and I schedules line up again. I don't know. Work's kind of busy for me at the moment. Work has been kind of busy for him. So just how life goes when you're a grown-up sucks, doesn't it? Being a grown-up sucks. I've had 5 days off work, and it was quite nice to have 5 days off work, apart from the fact that the last 2 of those, my head did not feel great. Not headaches, my head did not feel great. I'm okay, just not happy, I guess, is the best description. So, but it's a side effect of the medication, potentially. So I can feel one of the other ones right now, which is pins and needles in my hands. Yeah, I just hope that it helps with the reason that I'm taking, which is headaches, which so far. So there has been an A+ so far, which is I haven't had the kaleidoscope vision thing, which I was getting quite regularly, which is good. That's really nice. So that's a plus. Being able to see is pretty awesome, really. We'll see how the next few weeks goes, I guess. The next few weeks is going to be a pretty good test, actually, because the next few weeks are quite stressful. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I've got to go and see the doctor again or the consultant again in about 8 weeks. I'm guessing I'm going to have to go and see my GP in about 3 or 4 to get more medication. So, yeah, we'll see. Well, I don't know if I'm going to have to go and see my doctor or whether I'm just going to be able to get another prescription or not. Depends whether they want to see me and see how it's going, or whether they just are going to give me the drugs that they've been told to give me by the more senior doctor. So, you can't see me shrugging my shoulders, can you? No, you can't. More random facts with Disturbed. So I started going back to the gym a little while ago, and didn't go last week, so didn't go into the office. Won't go this week because I'm not going into the office. I'm going to go to the gym at work. But realised that I'd somehow along the way hurt my shoulder, and so I have been rehabbing my shoulder, and it's starting to feel better, which is good. Yeah, so I'm hoping that it feels better when I get back to the gym next week. Should be in the office next week, I think. Or maybe not, actually, because next week's pretty busy. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so the next 2 weeks suck, to be honest. But we'll get through it. We will get through it. Anyway, we're making bales. We're making 150 centimetre bales using the very nice Potinger. It would be nice if it had a bale turner on it. I actually forgot that we have our own baler wrapper, and that does have a bale turner. Apart from the fact that we don't have swathing mowers, we actually have everything. Maybe we don't have a windrower. I'm not sure about that, actually. That would be maybe a problem, but we definitely have the baler wrapper with the turner, because I end up using it on the other contracts that I do, because I get a big M, and it can mow way faster than balers can bale, so I end up running 2 balers. Yeah, so that's cool. I have a question, actually. The Massey Fendt baler wrapper is the only one I can think of that has a turner built in that's not the fast bale or the quick bale. But I'm not sure. I need to have a look on ModHub, actually, because I would like one for Glenlavon. Now, I'll probably have recorded the video on Glenarvan before you guys see this, where I would like to have brought said baler, but anyway, yeah. Because I don't think any of the other base game ones have one, so... And I don't really want to go back to a separate one, although I would like to be able to make 108 centimetre round bales again, because we've got the Ursus bale stackers back, which are awesome. I miss those so much. So I did add in as well the, yes, you can see it working here, the round baler extension script, because after the first few times of me missing the baler being full, I just wanted an easy life again. So, yep, added that in. You might say, well, the baler beeps at you. Doesn't when you play without sound. So, but yeah, we got through this relatively quickly. But see, I've slowed the time down a little bit because it is getting into the afternoon, and I didn't want it to get dark. So, as I said, I will play on times 10 when I can to progress through the days, so that I don't end up making, you know, like one day last 8 videos. But equally, I will slow down the time so that we don't end up in pitch black, because I just think that doesn't look good. Yeah. So we'll get this baling finished up, and then we'll get bales delivered, and the excess is going to go in the BGA, which is partly why I did this, because again, it will generate us a nice bunch of cash if we can stick some silage in the BGA, turn that into electric charge, sell it, make cash, buy a nice new tractor. So I'm thinking that something about 200 horsepower with a front loader, so slightly more power than the Fiat, but with a front loader attacher, and it can become our kind of workhorse tractor. We'll then use the other two for kind of the fill-in jobs around it. I think that will be the best way of switching things up. And I need to do some browsing, basically, of tractor options that fit that category. There is a tractor in the sales which I was looking at, which doesn't at all fit that category, because it doesn't have either of those two options. But it's very different to what I've normally used, and I think it might work on one of those two other things that I've mentioned. So we'll save it for that, although it won't be in the sales there, but you know, that's okay. There's so much stuff in farm sim, particularly different types of tractors that I haven't used, and it's time to start using them, I think, whether that's leasing them or whatever. But I want to get a different tractor. Maybe we just sell the Fiat to free up some cash as well. Or actually, maybe we sell the... I might sell the Lizard, actually, because it's... Yeah, maybe we sell the Lizard. Because while I liked the idea of it, functionally it's not brilliant. Yeah, maybe we sell that one. So many things to ponder. So many things to ponder. I say there might be a few more videos on here, because I am... The old farm sim decision paralysis is holding me back on the other two saves at the moment. A little bit. So I might just do a bit of a push on here. I'm not sure. Hopefully... Well, I kind of don't care whether you guys enjoy it or not, because I do what I want to do. But, yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll record another one of these tonight. Maybe that will be Monday's video. Basically, I need to record a Glenarvan video tonight, and I still don't feel like doing it. And it's... Yeah. I did a lot of prep for it on Monday, and yeah, I don't know. You ever get like that with farm sim saves that you just don't want to? You don't want to. So yeah, maybe I'll just focus on this one for a bit. Same with, I'm pretty sure I prepped the Saxthorpe, next bit of Saxthorpe as well. Yeah, I did. And again, because I didn't want to do, so the Glenarthen save was up over the bank holiday weekend for the patrons to play on, and they crushed it. So I left them to do that, and so I'll do Saxthorpe, and I got stuff set up to do Saxthorpe, and then I didn't want to do that. So yeah, maybe I'm just gonna play this for a bit. Maybe that's the break that I need. Answers on, well, I say answers on postcard, but by the time you write the postcard and post it, or even write the comment and stick it below, I'll have decided. But yeah, I do appreciate your feedback anyway. So, but yeah, that farm sim paralysis thing is sticking around, and I don't know. Literally, both of those other saves, I loaded up, prepped bits, and then just didn't want to sit and get stuck into them. Whereas this, I played extra, which is, yeah. And that might sound weird, but normally, like, I'll make a video which takes longer than you see, and then I'll edit the draft video, and then I'll be done. I'll probably stop playing for a bit. But I didn't. I played more. So, and I'm also taking the worst route possible to get to the delivery point. The road actually about the same distance, but faster, because the route through the forest is pretty rough. But hey, why do anything easy? And I hadn't appreciated just how rough this road was. So anyway, we are delivering the first 24 bales to the sell point, or the delivery point. So we need to do 9 more, and I believe we got 10, which is pretty good. I'm just thinking, I was thinking that I had less cash at the end of this, but there is a reason I have less cash at the end of this. I was thinking, oh, I've got a nice amount of money to buy a tractor with, but no. Yeah, that's 3/4 of them delivered. So I say another 9, and will be good. Now I know this is a reverse drive tractor. We could have mowed it in reverse drive mode, but I decided not to because I don't know why actually. I just didn't. So there's the last of the bales delivered, contract done, and we sold a little bit extra because you can't deliver part bales easily. So that's a thing. And say thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members at this point. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You are all awesome. If you're interested in either of those, there are links or a button below. We'll go back to the field and get the last 10 bales, and we can deliver those to the BGA, collect the cash. Yep, I am just leaving the farmer's kit in the field because that's how farm sim works, you know. He'll just come and grab it the same way he just delivered it to the field, you know. We're doing him a favour. Yes, he's paying us a bit, but yeah, we're doing him a favour. I mean, yeah, he's paying us 20 grand for like a week's work, but I assume that's what farming contractors all earn. So, yeah. Break. I thought it was a straight shot out of that into the farm entrance. It was not. It was not. But yeah, we do need to plough that whole area in and plant it with grass. I have checked. The grazing buffer is empty. So, and the feed trough is not full enough that should be the case, or empty enough, if you know what I mean. So it should be grazing it. But we will stick our 10 bales in the BGA. You will see when we come back next time that there is another stack of bales next to the BGA because I kept the excess to feed into the BGA when you guys, because there was quite a bit more excess from doing 2 contracts on big-ish fields. I guess actually it was about the same amount of excess from each contract. So there's our horse. You can see the horses have grazed. So I need to check to see where theirs is going. But anyway, you'll see some cuts here because I wanted to grab this picture for the thumbnail, as you will have seen. There we go. In they go. That's 55,000 litres into the BGA to process. There was also some manure and slurry in here still that I haven't processed, so we'll get that going as well. And it'll be a nice bit of cash to sell when we come back next time. And the reason we don't have as much cash as I thought we would is I'm going to go buy some more cows, because we're not playing with Maze Plus, so the 30 cows that we have is really not that many. So I'd forgotten where the trigger was, so I'm going to go straight past it, around the other side of the shed, and then come back. But yeah, we've only got 30 cows, and without Maze Plus, that's not that many. So I'm going to increase it to 50 for now, and we'll see how we get on with 50 cows. Might increase it more. So it's very weird playing without Maze Plus. So particularly on a map that in theory is quite well set up for it, because it's got alfalfa. I don't know if it's got clover, but it's got alfalfa. So in theory, it's quite well set up for Maze Plus because we can get alfalfa silage. So but there we go. We will get ourselves another 20 Holsteins, and that's it for today. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Comments, questions or suggestions below, and I will see you next time.